just received in our newspaper.
Okay, so that game was so good. Like it was really like I was expecting it to be good because I've loved every game that company's put out.
Talk about the game because
It's
this is
Alan
from the
Wake
last
2.
Monday meetup before we ended it.
I was hyped up that this game was coming out.
This was coming out, so this is after the game has come out now. Now continue. I want to know how this game went for you because you were very hyped about it. And the trailer looked
The trailer was sick, and I waited 13 years for it.
Mm-hmm.
I waited 13 years of my life for this game to come out, and it delivered. It did, like 100%.
It did deliver.
Oh yeah, it did. Like the story, awesome. Ending, awesome. Characters are great. All the Easter eggs that connected, because Remedy is the company that made the game.
Right.
They made Max Payne, great series of games.
What was Max Payne? Why can't I think of it?
It's an action shooter. It's like you can like dive in slow motion and shoot people.
Okay,
it's tight. Yeah, I'll show it to you. But yeah, that's been out for. They're gonna actually remake them. So when they remake them, I'll show you.
Okay, bet.
Yeah, 'cause it's gonna be tight. Because the first one came out on the original Xbox.
Oh
Like
shit!
the first two came out on the original Xbox.
Okay.
And then they made a third one when we were like fucking 13.
Mm-hmm.
And that was made by Rockstar, the GTA people, and it was tight as fuck.
Damn,
Yeah,
bruh.
yeah. But so they made Max Payne, they made Alan Wake, which was baller. Then they made a game called Quantum Break, which was honestly kind of sick. Like,
It sounds sick.
it was sick. It was like it involved like time powers and shit.
Mm-hmm.
That'll come up later in this explanation. Then they made a game called Control. Control was fucking badass. It was really cool. Yeah, I could do like a whole hour explanation about just Control. And then they meet Alan Wake 2. So Alan Wake 2 connected those last like 3 games into one universe. Because there's always like hints of it all being connected.
Yeah.
And then in Control, it was like shown that it was all connected because they had a whole DLC for Control that was called the Alan Wake Experience, which is a play on words from another thing in the game, which was clever.
Yeah. That's sick.
Yeah, it was tight as fuck. So in Control, you basically you're part of a government agency called the Federal Bureau of Control. Now in Alan Wake 2, the bureau is all over the fucking place. I was freaking out. Personally, I was like, shit, if the chick from Control shows up here, I'm going to lose my fucking mind. She didn't. She didn't, because it was taking place basically at the same time as the game Control.
That's what I was going to ask.
Yeah, which is sick as fuck.
Do like a lot of companies like that do that?
No.
Like, no.
This
For
is not.
video, because not for video. I know they'll do it in like movies and shit.
Movies and shit, yeah. But like video games, where it's like in movies, they'll reference certain things and like they'll have an actor show up. And like in the game, they did have an actor. The guy who played the main character in Control, or not Control, in Quantum Break, he was there. But they don't own the rights to that anymore, I don't think. They might have a creative piece in it, but he was kind of just like he was hinting at it the whole time. And then the fucking organization from Control was there, and that was cool. Oh man, that was tight as fuck. And then just the way, because they had to time jump 13 years.
God damn.
Because he was at the end of the first game, he got trapped in the dark place.
Yeah.
Which is basically just the entity you fight for the entire first game. He gets trapped down. Sorry, go ahead.
I was just gonna ask.
Yeah, man.
So, because the part where in the trailer where he's like in the dark part, like what is that? That's what I'm trying.
New York.
Yeah. Okay. Is that okay? That's what I'm trying to follow.
But it's not New York.
It's not New York.
It is New York, but it's not. It's a dream version of New York.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So everything I'm seeing from that point is the dream state, but does anything from the Alan Wake dream state come to actual
reality?
Yeah. In the game.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, it does.
Okay. I'm following.
That's the main point of the game.
Okay.
Is that the dark place is trying to get back to reality, to take over reality.
To take over reality.
And then it almost does. But through the power of rock and roll. It was honestly tight as fuck, man. No, it was. Because in the first game, they established this band called the Old Gods of Asgard, which is really just the real life band Poets of the Fall. With one of the guys is wearing an eye patch.
Sick.
And they're like, these are Thor and Odin. These are them. And in the first game, they're just in a retirement home. They're just retired rock stars.
Yeah.
And they're like, bro, if you want to like defeat the darkness, just go to our farm.
Yeah.
All the shit you need is at our farm.
Yeah.
Head out there. You get there and there's a stage with like a pre-recorded set, and then you fight a bunch of monsters. It was tight as fuck. And then the second game, you find out spoilers for like the 3 people that are gonna play this, because no one I talk to knows what it is. Not a single soul. which sucks because it's sick as fuck.
Why? I'm just asking, why do you think that is? Like, why do you think people? Because like you always have like what I like about you, especially because you always have the insides with like games and shit like that. And obviously, I know you're a big story mode kind of guy, but why do you personally think like people don't get like how you are, how you're so informed with like when games are coming out and shit like that, and like you know that this one's gonna be good, and you know that maybe they didn't put a lot of effort in this one didn't deliver. Like you were saying, this one you waited for 13 years.
Most people had friends when they were kids, so they didn't have to get the attachment there. But I don't know. It's a medium that isn't actually like a lot of dudes our age. We're kind of just playing Call of Duty and NHL. That seems like the only games dudes that were our age were playing.
Do you think that's just because it appeals easier and like it's easier to market?
It's easier. It's just they're easier to play. You know, like that's why a lot of people don't like the Souls games, like Dark Souls and like Elden Ring,
because it's story mode.
It's story mode. It's hard. Like it's a fucking pain in the ass. If you don't have the drive, you're just dying over and over. You're not gonna play it.
Right.
Yeah. It's just I don't know. A lot of people aren't drawn to that kind of thing. But I like story mode games because it's a movie you can play.
Yeah.
It's a movie you can play.
Right.
What's not to like about that? Yeah.
It's actually very interesting you say that because when you played The Last of Us and I was in the garage watching
you were watching a movie.
I thoroughly enjoyed that.
Yeah.
Because it's funny because I remember when I was younger, I forget the fucking game. It was like a horror game. And by the way, I'm not like a horror guy at all. Like I don't like horror games. I don't like horror movies. I'm not into that kind of stuff. But I remember for some reason I was on YouTube and I seen this guy playing like this whole. It was like a 13-part series of this fucking horror game he was playing, where he was getting chased or something like that.
Was he holding a lamp?
Sometimes.
He's probably Amnesia, dude. You're
Maybe.
watching the game Amnesia.
Maybe.
Yeah, that was really big when we were younger.
Because I was and I just thoroughly enjoyed it that way.
Yeah.
Like I enjoy watching people. Like even that's how I got into The Last of Us.
Yeah.
The first game was I seen some guy play it because when the PS4 first dropped, that was the game that came with it.
Yeah.
And then I remember it was like the PS4 drop and this guy recorded the whole story, like him playing the game.
Yeah.
And then I watched like the first couple because in total it was like 10 hours.
Yeah.
And I watched like the first like 3 hours of it, 4 hours of it almost. So I got like close to halfway and I was like, I'm going to buy this game. I want this game and I want to do it. But I still, even though I played the actual Last of Us game, I actually finished that guy's. Like I watched all of his because like he didn't talk during it. There was some things where you'd be like, oh shit. It was the only time he would comment on something. But other than that, it was overall good. I just remember I was younger. I was like 15, 16 years old.
That's when the game came out,
Yeah.
No, it was good, man. Like The Last of Us was good. But Alan Wake was like the first. Alan Wake 2 was the first survival horror game I ever played. It's not usually my thing because you gotta like worry about how many bullets you got and shit. That's a pain in the ass, you know. If there's something in front of me trying to kill me, I just want to be able to kill it first. I don't want to worry about like, oh my god, I left that flare back there 15 minutes ago, so now I can't get through this encounter. I gotta go all the way back and go pick one.
Oh, it'll make you do that?
Oh, if you don't like manage your shit well, yeah. Especially in survival horror games. Alan Wake, no, because I'm the best. So
yeah, right. Yeah. You figured it out.
Yeah.
I get what you're saying though. I just want to be able to spray the thing in front of me. I don't even have to worry about.
That's why I like the first game was just like an action horror game.
Yeah.
You literally just fucking there was a taken in front of you, just shot it. You shot your flashlight at it.
Yeah.
Until there was no more darkness on it, and then you shot it. And I was like, oh, that's a good concept.
Right.
You break the shield and then you shoot it. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
And this one is like, you break the shield, you have to.
Right.
But then you have to shoot it like 9 times.
Fuck.
Unless you hit it in the face, and then it's only 4 times.
Sometimes that was bullshit, the shield shit. Yeah. I hated that. You
Yeah.
had to break through someone's shield. Like I remember they used to have that in like for big bosses and shit, where like the health bar is already something ridiculous, but there's a health bar on top of it. There's a shield. It's like fuck off.
Nah, and this is just that they're shrouded by darkness, so you gotta destroy the darkness around them, because the main enemy's darkness. You know.
Damn.
Yeah. And what's nice was it was a horror game, and there was a lot of parts that like, oh, this is spooky. Like you're walking through the woods at night. That's spooky. You're walking through a retirement home at night. That's spooky. I didn't like that mission at all. I'm like, there's no reason to do this. And then you get to the retirement home, and they're like, what if there was a hospital attached to the retirement home? Like, you want me to go through a dark hospital at night There's a bitch with 6 arms over there. You want me to fucking not worry about that? No, fuck you. Yeah, that was the worst. That was the worst mission for me from Fear. But then it also didn't take itself super serious because at certain points it'd be like I switched to Alan Wake because there's 2 different storylines.
Yeah.
And there was a musical. They just had a fucking 10-minute long musical number. All live action. They had the band Poets of the Fall. They had the guy who was playing Alan Wake. They had the director of Remedy, the game company.
Yeah.
He plays a character in the game. He's just in the musical. They had one actor. I can't remember his name, but he's a famous actor. But he played... I don't even know how to describe him because they never answered what he was. He was just some interdimensional being who was like, Alan, you're really fucking some shit up right now. If you're in my way, I'm going to kill you. And then you never saw him again.
Damn.
It was the musical and then that. Wow. Yeah. The musical was sick.
Was it?
Yeah, because I'm like,
I couldn't even imagine a musical in a horror game.
Yeah, because at the same, you're still fighting enemies.
Yeah.
But all around you,
there's a musical number.
There's a musical number going on.
Yeah.
And it's just talking about Alan Wake's childhood. It wasn't good.
That's good that they were like, we should make this a musical.
Throw that up there.
Throw that up
and then it was just like Post of the Fall with one guy with an eye patch, just doing a guitar solo. At one point on the ground, there's tape directing you where to go because you're on like a soundstage, and it's just like wait for guitar solo, and then you just have to stay in that area while there's a guitar solo. You have to wait till he's done.
Well, they put a lot of work in it.
Yeah.
They don't want you to miss it.
It's a 3-minute solo. It's like a 15-minute. It's a fucking 3-minute solo in there.
3-minute fucking solo.
Yeah,
bro. I listened to fucking Jimi Hendrix, fucking Voodoo Child. That was one of the songs, and all it is the entire time is just him showing you why he's the best guitar player of all time, dude. I swear to God, that's all that song is. But yeah, dude, I'm actually like, I'm glad that they make games like that because like, especially it looked like there's like so much that goes into it. Like man. When you were like, you sent me that Snapchat on Friday, you were like, bro, this game's already so sick as fuck, just like through the intro. Yeah, and I was like, damn, bro. Because like the one thing I like about you though, because you could do this if you really wanted to. You could be a game reviewer because I know you'd give your honest opinion about it. Yeah. Because you have been like, yo, that game was shit, but I finished it all. Like, you know what I mean? You're like,
it wasn't great, but you know, I already invested the time.
Yeah, but you finish it. Like you stick it through. Like you're like, I'm gonna finish this. I'm gonna let them know my honest opinion about it.
No, game reviewers are the worst.
I don't.
They are the worst. They're never
happy. I feel like you wouldn't be that kind of game reviewer.
It's not even like they're never happy. It's just like sometimes you listen to them and then you play the game and you're like, what the fuck was that guy talking about?
Why? Just because he's like the game shit and then you go to play.
I feel like it's because they have to reach like a quota sometimes. Like the essay needs to be a certain amount of words, so they're just throwing shit out there.
Really? I didn't even think of that. I never even would have thought of that. Yeah. It's like when you told me when I was like reading the movie critic things and you were like, don't read those. You're like, just watch the movie for yourself. So then I can know it's bad on my own. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I can
Did you ever watch that movie I told you to? Nope.
No, I never watched it.
You should watch it, yeah.
I am going to watch it.
I'm going to watch it.
I actually want, you know what's funny? Me and her were talking about, I want to watch that. Yeah.
Watch it.
I'm going to watch it. Yeah. I am going to watch it. I watched fucking this shitty movie, dude. It was like fucking made back in 2007. It's called Juno. It was so fucking shit.
Remind me.
It's like Juno is a teenager, gets pregnant, and Michael Cera plays the dad, like the teenage dad or whatever, like that gets.
You're saying
Juno.
It's a bad Michael Cera movie? Is that what you're trying to say?
I'm trying to it's just very weird because it gets weird, bro. I'm telling you, like. Ask her. If you ask Raine, we're talking about that Juno movie right now. I'm telling them how fucking weird it was, how shit it was.
Dude, it was so fucking weird. The overall point of the movie could have been completely portrayed without that one weird fucking part. Did you tell him about the
I'm going to tell him right now. So, what's that guy's name? Jason Bateman?
In the movie, his name is Mark.
In this movie, he's named Mark, but I'm talking about the actor. He played in Ozark. He's the main guy that plays in Ozark.
I suck at actors. I do.
He plays in Horrible Bosses. Not okay.
I know what you're talking about. No, don't
pull up Jason Bateman.
Just say Marty Bird.
Marty Bird. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, you're right. Marty Bird's the better one. So he's in it, and now, in the thing, it's like him and his wife can't have a kid. Like they tried, they couldn't have a kid. So he puts an ad out in the Penny Saver, and this teenager Juno finds the ad and is pregnant.
Yeah. Works out.
So oh wow, this family's looking for a child, and I can give it to them, and I'm too young to have it, and I don't want to go through the abortion route, so I'm going to do this. Ends up meeting the family, stuff like that. There's this one scene where Juno goes by herself to fucking the house, right, to the couple's house, and the wife isn't there, but the dad, Mark, is there. Jason Bateman. It's such a weird scene.
No,
bro.
don't tell me. Wait a minute.
It's such a weird scene. So, in this, Juno's 16. So they go downstairs. They're listening to a record or whatever, and
never a good start.
He just goes. I'm leaving. I forget even the mom's name. I'm leaving my wife or whatever, and it was just like, bro, it was just so weird though. Like the scene, like even the writing of the whole movie was shit. Like I'm like, bro, what? Because it's a killer cast. Like you look at it from afar, like J.K. Simmons, he's in it. Rainn Wilson's in it. Fucking
and it wasn't good.
It just, bro, it was off. The only fucking cool part about it at the end was through the movie, there's songs playing. And it's Michael Cera and Juno singing them, but you don't know it. You're just like, what the fuck is this awful music? You're like, what is this awful music? But then at the end, it's it's just, it was so weird. But it was like that part was cute, but I don't know why they added that scene of the fucking, can we try and find it? We got to try and find that scene. It'd be
why is he getting a kid with her? He's leaving his wife.
He put it in the penny. He ends up explaining I put it in the penny saver because I thought this would take months. It was 2 weeks later that they end up.
Why wouldn't you just lie about putting up the ad?
I don't know.
Why wouldn't you not put up the ad?
But it's just I wasn't ready. Yeah, you want? I know. Is this it? No, that's not it.
You guys keep talking, I'll find it.
I don't, dude. It was just the one scene is because the whole scene before that, it's Juno in the she's in a minivan. In the minivan, puts on lipstick, goes to Mark's house, goes down there. He tells Juno, I'm going to leave my wife. And right away, Juno's like, you can't do that. You can't do that. You can't do that. But it was just weird with the writers. It felt like the writers were trying to plan something.
Yes, and then switched up.
I don't know what the fuck happened, but I was sitting there because
Let's talk about Juno. If you haven't watched this movie, spoiler alert, it's basically about Juno, who becomes pregnant after a chair encounter with her best friend, Polly. At first, Juno wants to abort the baby, but when she goes to the abortion clinic, she sees one of her classmates outside, and the girl's basically having a one-woman protest against abortion. So after that, Juno decides that she's going to give her baby up for adoption. She looks through the papers to try and find a couple, and she finds the Lorings. Then Juno starts to get a little too close to the husband, Mark. And Mark seems a little too comfortable around Juno. Throughout the movie, you also see Juno, who struggles with her feelings towards Polly. She claims she doesn't like him, but come on. So after a little while, Mark tells Juno that he's decided that he's going to divorce Vanessa. And Mark says, well, Juno, what do you think about me? That does not seem like a question you should be asking a high schooler. Juno then freaks out because in her mind, her baby is supposed to have a perfect family with parents who love each other. Mark and Vanessa have a talk. Mark confesses that he's not ready to be a father. Juno then comes to terms with the fact that she is in love with Polly. And she goes and she confesses that she does like him, and he obviously reciprocates her feelings. Towards the end of the movie, Juno gives birth. Polly's at a track meet, but he notices Juno isn't in the crowd, so he runs to the hospital, and then Juno cries. She talks about a chair, and then she gives the baby to Vanessa. The end scene is really just Polly and Juno playing the guitar. That's it. That's the whole movie. And
that is the whole movie.
Yeah, okay, that obviously wasn't the scene, but
That wasn't the scene. But
Quick
that,
summarization of the scene. Is that
But-
what you're saying?
yeah.
honestly, that was pretty good though for just a quick fucking.
The scene where they're in, like where he's like, oh, I'm gonna be. So her name was Vanessa, the wife.
Yeah.
Where he was like, oh, I'm leaving Vanessa, blah blah blah. I'm moving here, and then she's like, Juno's like, what? Like, what do you mean? And he's like, he kind of like hinting that he
You wanna
wants
come with?
her. Yeah,
You
he wants
wanna
her
come
to
with?
come, and she's like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Like, oh.
It was fucking weird, dude. And I'm.
Then nothing happens with that. Like, he never admitted, like, he only hinted that he wanted her to come. She freaks out, and then she goes downstairs, like, crying. Vanessa walks in, and he's kind of chasing after her, and Vanessa's like, what did you do to her? Like, what's happening? Whatever. And then that's it. He confesses right then and there that he doesn't want to be with her anymore, and he doesn't want a baby. And then they split up. That's it. And then Juno goes off. She goes back to Polly, whatever, has the baby, and then Vanessa takes the baby and raises it as a single mother, and then Juno and Polly go fuck off and they date. That's literally it. It's the stupidest fucking movie.
Yeah.
Nah, dude, that's love. It's a love story.
That's love.
Vanessa got what she wanted. Mark got
She
what he
did.
wanted.
Which you did feel
Except
like.
the child.
What?
Except he didn't get to date the child.
Well, yeah, but he'll find another one. And then, Juno and Polly, they're good.
It was
They
just
got like 2 more years of high school. They're good.
2 more years of high school. They'll figure it out. I'm glad that you're playing off of a 2007 movie. And then 2023, he's like, they're going to be good.
They're good. I mean, they won't be after high school. No, it'll fall apart in college, but that's just how it goes.
They try to do a spin-off like fucking years.
Juno's chasing down the kid.
Yeah. I don't know.
The
about
kid's chasing down Juno. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Yeah, except the actor now that plays Juno is now a man.
So throw it in there.
Fuck it. Let's
Throw it in the story.
Throw it in the story, yeah. That'd be perfect.
Yeah, that's why she can't find her mom. It's right in her face the whole time. She just doesn't put it together. Elliot and Vanessa are dating. Just can't figure it out. Yeah.
That would actually be insane.
Yeah, right?
Crazy spin-off.
Yeah. They don't tell her till the end of the movie.
Oh shit. Till the
2 hours, 30 minutes.
Bro, this, with how bad the writing in the original movie was, I'm sure they made it up as fast as he just fucking did.
Yeah. You thought they just threw it together fast. Like, especially even the scene where Juno's telling her parents about the pregnancy.
Yeah, they were
It's like they just
okay.
brushed over it.
They're
Like,
well, what are you gonna do? She's like, don't know. And they were like, all right, anyway, so
we got to get you on vitamins. We got to get you this. And then after, it was like, no, like,
They're just being supportive.
Chase.
They were,
Oh, I-
they were pretty much like, could have been worse.
Yeah.
What state did they live in?
I don't even know. I don't even know. Yeah, they never said. I guess that wouldn't matter, yeah.
It would.
Yeah.
It really would.
Yeah, it really
State lines really change people's opinions.
that's also crazy to think about, too. Like, the state lines, like, if you just cross, like, to another, same country.
They could put bounties on your head.
Yeah.
That was our first episode. That was like one of the first things we talked about.
Yeah.
This is not good. Not good.
Yeah.
It's one of the things we specifically said not to speak on. We were like, let's bring it up.
Bring it state to state. We'll actually, we'll investigate each state to state. We'll be the guys to talk about it.
Is that still a thing? Does Texas still do that?
What?
Like put bounties on information for abortions?
I don't know. That's,
Yeah. Do you know it?
yeah.
Do you know that thing where Texas was saying like they'll pay people $10,000 to report their neighbors and family members if they got an abortion over state lines?
Did it? Wait,
Yeah, that was a while ago. I don't know if they went through with it, but yeah, they were like, if you have information on a family member or neighbor that will cross state lines to get an abortion illegally, we'll pay you to tell us so we can find them.
I didn't know that.
Fine.
I knew that it was illegal and that you couldn't leave, have an abortion, and come back. But I didn't know that they were trying to get people to rat.
Yeah, no, they wanted to find out if you were leaving to do that and coming back, so they put like a bounty on you. I don't know if they went through with it, but they were proposing it for a while.
Damn. Yeah.
Yeah.
I wonder if they did.
They probably did. That sounds like Texas.
That sounds like a Texas would do that. Yeah. I don't know, man. I was oh, dude. It's just like I think about that all the time, like the state thing.
Yeah.
Because it's like there's just it feels like it's so different too. Because you have so many people. Like I feel like in Canada you do have like degrees of like I would say like Matt Scalzo, Canadian. Like you don't mistake that dude. Like that dude is Canadian. Like you know what I mean? Like I guess you could sit here and say like because we are Canadian, but I'm saying like he's the Timmy's, you know, the Timmy's guy. Like he wears all the hockey shit. Like he is like a Canadian dude. Like you have the degrees and you have the way that some people talk. Yeah. Like with it, like I feel like more around here because it's like so diverse. You don't have like one. Like right, because in the South you have like that Southern. Yeah, they have that way of being of talking. Yeah, it's like even if you went like Wisconsin has their own way of like talking. Like I would obviously Quebec is an easy example. Saskatchewan, right? Like actually Alberta's another one. Sometimes the people in Alberta they have like an accent to them. That's true. But it's like it's just very interesting of like how far you go. Yeah, of like various different things. Like just the accent changes. Like, you know, true. I've always thought that was interesting. Just regional dialect, dude. Yeah, I know. Yeah, it's sick. Like different towns in England, because it's very compressed. They speak differently. Like certain sects can't understand another one. They're like, "What? That's not fucking. That's ain't the Queen's English." Yeah, you fucking. Or like if there's someone from like Birmingham, so that means like they're raspier or something like that. It's like they know, like bro, they know. They're like, he's not from around here. That gentleman's not from Glasgow. That man's not from around here. What pub are you around? What pub is near you? Tell us that. Give us that. Tell us what pub you're frequent right now. Yeah. I would like pubs seem so much cooler back in the day. They don't seem as cool now. No, they're definitely not. They're not like even like I wish we called things pubs, like the pub. You know, everyone still says like a bar. Like no, we're going to the bar. We're going to the fucking bar. Yeah, that's a regional thing too. Yeah. Bar and the versus pub for sure. The other day, Alex and I were playing Arma, and we run into this guy from Nova Scotia, and one guy from Arkansas. So he goes, so do you guys have like a part of Canada like no one likes? And in unison, all three of us are Quebec. And the guy goes, what's wrong with them? And the guy from Nova Scotia, he just goes, because they're French. The guy from the States goes, oh, that makes sense. Yeah. Did you ask him the same? No, I knew he was Florida. He was gonna say Florida. Yeah. You think Florida is? I think it's like for the States. Yeah. Yeah. You think it's Florida? Yeah. No, it is the worst. What are you talking about? I didn't know. I don't know if it's the like because we're just saying Quebec because it's it's the French. But if you're asking America what the worst part of America is, they're probably either gonna say Florida or California. I feel like it'd be diverse. I feel like it'd be like an all around. Like you get some like one guy's hating on Wisconsin. He's like those fuckers. Yeah. Someone's like Colorado. Let me tell you about something. They get off easy too often. Living in the mountains and shit. Why you got so many mountains? The fuck you hiding out there? Someone would definitely say California. A couple people would say Cali. Yeah, a lot of people in the South would say Cali. A lot of people in the North say Florida. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're right. That's a good fucking point. Yeah. Fucking, I don't even know, bro. I was like, because if I had to live I was thinking about this the other day. If I had to live anywhere else, I can't be the States because like I refuse to pay for healthcare. And yeah, figure that out. Yeah. Like figure that out. You're the only country that doesn't do it. I'm pretty sure they're the only country that doesn't do it. There's like 3 countries that don't. Maybe there's 3 countries, but we know what I'm talking about. That was a lie. There's a lot don't. Is there actually a lot of countries? I'm pretty sure most countries don't. Raines, how many countries have nationalized healthcare? Yeah. Yeah. I think it's the same like people who drive on the left side of the road all have nationalized healthcare, something like that. You know, I can't remember what it is. People who use imperial measurements, you know, the inferior method of measurement, they have to pay for their healthcare. Okay. Oh wow, okay. Nice. That are sorry, the what? The Holy See? What's the Holy See? I Google that. The Holy See. Oh, fuck.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Gotcha.
So are these all countries that have to pay for
It's the
healthcare?
Vatican. I think that's just the Vatican. Never heard it referred to as the Holy See before.
Yeah.
That's badass as fuck.
Now, why aren't you using that name?
Put that on your money.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
So are these all the countries that
Have universal health care yet?
have universal health care? Okay. So it's just only 2 countries that don't,
No.
right?
No. I think
Because I thought it said 100. There's 100.
193 that are members of the United Nations.
Oh,
And then 2 that
okay.
aren't.
2 that aren't.
It's
Okay.
weird the Vatican is a member of the United Nations. I guess it wouldn't have to be. It's like one city.
Yeah. Well, it's not that big. I just know that they have their own police and their own rules and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's about it. But like,
Yeah.
you're right. I was saying,
Isn't it weird that the only like real city states people know about are like the Vatican and Disney World?
Yeah. Yeah, that is.
Yeah.
It's true.
It's weird.
You know, it's just like I don't know. Like I said, I was going back, but I don't even know where I'd choose to live.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean?
Just out west, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah. Past Manitoba, but maybe not British Columbia. Just in there.
British Columbia seems expensive because I have a buddy that lives
There's a
out
lot-
there.
Bro, everyone was like, I'm going to move out to BC. Everyone.
Yeah.
Everyone says that because it's the best. It's the best looking place.
I believe it's probably beautiful.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You get the mountains,
Mhm.
you get the trees, and the ocean.
Yeah, that. And then if you want, because you have a couple major cities there too. So if you really wanted to be around a city, you could go there,
Yeah.
right? Because like some people,
I'm moving out there. I'm not moving for the city.
I don't want to move to
I'm
the
not
city.
moving to the city. No.
Like I think about like even Alberta, but I think Alberta they fuck you, like I don't know if they fuck you in taxes a bit.
It's very, man. I think it's a conservative leading state or province.
Province, yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I was like, I think about that. And I'm like, I'd like to live somewhere else, but I'm like, because I'm like, I don't even know where I'd go from here. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because like that's my own problem. But I'm like, I definitely can't move to the States.
No.
Like I can't do that.
Manitoba just sounds more and more appealing.
It weirdly does.
Because I never think of it. It's like the only place in this country where I don't actively go, well, I wouldn't want to live there because,
Yeah.
like, the only people complain is there's a lot of drugs, but we have more because we're
Yeah.
we're number 2, baby.
Yeah.
We're number 2 for drug consumption.
Yeah. We'll make that number 1 if we keep trying. Let's go.
Fuck you, Victoria. What fucking what city was it first?
Don't quit. We're almost at number 1.
Was it
Anyway.
BC? Is it Victoria?
It's probably. It probably.
Fuck you, British Columbia.
I mean, I'm pretty sure like most drug consumption comes out of BC, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah,
but-
no, but like we were number 2, they were number 1 for most drug use in the city.
Yeah.
3 years in a row. I was pissed. every year.
We're just short.
Yeah, like Manitoba is just kind of there.
Yeah, Manitoba would be nice, bro.
Manitoba's just the part you need to like. If you're trying to go from Ontario, it's just something you got to cross to get out west.
Yeah,
That's what people say.
I would move out there.
Yeah,
You
land's
probably-
cheap.
Yeah, I was gonna say you probably get
Land's
land for cheap out
Yeah,
there, bro.
That's why we're doing this. That's why Ricky and I are building this house. We're working on this house.
Working on this
I was
house.
talking to him the other day, and I was like, "Man, wasn't it crazy? Like, right after we built a base in DayZ, we got a house."
I said we're gonna do the same thing. Walls and cars, baby. Walls and watchtowers.
Yeah. I'm gonna get the permits all sorted out.
Your neighbors are like, "What in the fuck are they doing? Nothing's structured. Like,
Just some logs.
you got nails, ma'am? Ma'am, you got nails in here?"
Can I go through your shed?
Yeah.
Pick whatever loose nails I find in
Yeah,
there.
you have to like, hello, sir. Can I see your nail drawer?
Whatever assortment of nails you got in there, I'll just peruse. These are
It's
long
okay if they're rusted. Give me
enough.
them.
Better.
That one's in half. Give that.
That'll work.
I could work with that. You know what I mean?
That's a floor nail.
That's a floor nail. That'll work perfect. I ended up watching the first episode of that Daryl show.
Yeah, was it? Did you like it?
It's all right. It was very interesting. The first episode.
Yeah.
You know, he gets what was that shit on his arm?
He got burned.
Is that what that was?
Yeah, it was there's something on those walkers in the store. Like that, remember how I was saying that like they wanted to introduce variants?
Hmm.
I think that's one of the variants.
They can burn you?
Yeah, like their blood's corrosive.
Oh, that makes sense. Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a good way of doing it because I was like, that zombie just touched. I thought he got infected. I thought he was dead.
No, he just got burned because it was.
And I
gross.
was like, this is how they're gonna start fucking.
Daryl's dead.
Yeah.
The rest of the show, he's dying.
Yeah, the rest of the show, it's him slowly dying by hour. It's like that's each episode. It's like this hour.
The last 2 episodes.
But I mean, that was tough. He shows up. I don't understand you very well. That's the first thing he says to that lady, and then they just end up knocking him out or whatever, end up fucking stealing his shit.
That was good.
Yeah, but I didn't think it was that bad.
No, I think I'll watch it all eventually.
I need to buy it. I need to because the first one's free, the AMC thing.
Yeah, I thought that was sick. They put the whole first episode on YouTube. That was a good way of doing it.
They put it on Prime too.
Yeah,
Prime, the whole first one on Prime's free. I think it says you can get it on Prime because I searched up work and I find it. It said Prime, but I think you have to buy AMC.
Yeah,
via Prime.
Via Prime.
Yeah, but like. I'm excited for that, like I said, because we finished the original shit. Yeah. And it was cool that they still tied in things where they were like, we're the ones who live, stuff like that.
I'm so excited for that. I'm still excited. It's coming up.
I mean, fuck, but buddy, you got Rick's jacket.
Yeah.
God.
I'm going to wear it now until the show comes out.
Are you?
Yeah.
Break that bitch in, dog. Yeah. Oh, you got a little fucking shit on it, though, eh?
Where? Oh, yeah.
I'm glad you got that off.
Yeah, I wonder what that is.
It's okay.
It's gone.
We'll make sure it's good.
I don't care.
we'll make sure it's good.
I was probably just leaning against the wall and didn't notice. Oh, it was your wall upstairs.
Oh. Yeah, man. I'm just like, I'm excited. I'm excited for a lot of things.
Yeah, me too. Alan Wake 2 is getting a new game plus mode.
What the fuck?
Yeah. Yeah, so it's going to have you can restart the game with all your gear, and there's an alternate storyline in it, which is tight, because a big thing is storylines in that game. And then there's 2 DLCs that are going to come out next year. I was like, you want me to wait a fucking year for this?
Yeah.
Wait a year for this? Are you kidding me? Yeah, but then we're hoping...
A year? That's longer than most people wait for fucking x-rays now.
Yeah. Yeah. We're hoping that... in the last DLC, it'll be like the teaser for Control 2, because that's what they did with Alan Wake 2. In the last DLC for Control, the Alan Wake one, there's like a teaser that, Alan Wake 2 was coming out.
Damn.
And that was like 2 years ago.
Wow, okay. Yeah. That's interesting.
Oh, man, and the soundtrack's so good. Like, I have some of the songs just stuck
Some
in my head.
soundtracks to games are fucking dope.
Yeah,
like they do some fucking even movies, bro. Mm-hmm. Sometimes movies will have soundtrack, like the fucking Spider-Verse shit. Yeah. Remember when Post hopped on that? Yeah, Post helped with that shit. That was tight, bro. That was tight as fuck.
Yeah, that song ruined our summer.
Yeah, we fucking
constantly.
That song was on repeat, dog. I'm glad that Spotify does that. They're like a repeat thing, and I'm like, damn, the same 4 songs. Let's go.
Oh, dude, the other day, speaking of this guy, shut up. He'll know. And he goes, so I was wondering why you don't hang out often, you don't drink or anything. And I'm like, yeah, tons of reasons. He goes, yeah, I listen to your podcast, dude. You should be locked up or some shit. You guys are why were you drinking that much?
Oh, buddy.
Ain't much else to do, is there?
There's not much to do in the city. Now, listen, I know what people are saying. Hey, you guys could have been better. You could have not been doing that. And here's what I'll say to that. Whatever, it appealed to us so much. It appeals to us so much because it's way more funner to be.
More funner.
It's more funner. I know it's not a word, but it is.
It is.
You know what I mean? It was way more funner doing that than hearing what everyone else was doing. Everyone was like, I have this. Oh, I got to go to my cousin's birthday party. Buddy, I couldn't show up to my cousin's birthday party. Do you know what I mean? I couldn't show up there because I was fucked up.
Yeah. I got an excuse to skip a lot of family events because I couldn't drive.
Listen, the only thing I couldn't skip was Thanksgivings, but I showed up fucked up, and they knew that. And you know what? That was the only exception. Yeah. That was the only exception for that. Can't show up that fucked up on Christmas. You can get fucked up at Christmas.
Yeah, can't show up.
You can't show up fucked up at Christmas. Which, you know what? Let's establish that. What holidays can you show up fucked up to?
A baby shower.
A baby shower. I think you're allowed to. Listen, hear me out. You're already giving gifts at a baby shower. You should.
Listen, everyone was mad at me.
Yeah.
For being drunk at the baby shower.
I wouldn't even been mad.
Except the mother. She goes, "Oh, that's sick."
Yeah. Well, you know,
I would be, if I didn't have a child.
pregnant ladies get it. They can't drink.
Yeah.
They can't drink. Everyone else was already drinking. They were like, "Oh, we said hi to everyone." Fuck saying hi. I want that. When when I used to go places, when people would drop me off at places, they're like, "Bro, I'm dropping you. Why do you smell like whiskey already? Why do you smell like whiskey right now?" Though we haven't even we're not even downtown.
Oh man.
And I was like, I will leave this Arby's. No, I will be leaving this Arby's in a moment, ma'am. Hold on.
Shut up. I'm talking. All right.
Now, another holiday I think you're allowed to show up fucked up is Easter. I think you should be allowed to.
Easter's a fake holiday.
Easter's a fake holiday, sure. I mean, it's funny because my dad is not a religious man, but he does celebrate Easter in a weird way. He celebrates it by drinking beer and frying fish, and that's it. That's it. Like he's just like, yeah, we do it for the family, you know.
For the fam.
You do it for the fam, and I'm like, yeah, I understand.
Yeah.
So
It's just an excuse.
it's just an excuse.
We should make more holidays.
Yes, we should. No, that's a good. What's another holiday we can have?
I don't know. Like fucking just we pick a Thursday.
Halloween. We should have Halloween off. And
Yeah.
we should have Halloween
Yeah.
off. I think we should have.
We got Christmas off. Why the fuck do we have holiday? There's only like 3.
We get Boxing Day. What the fuck is Boxing Day?
day after Christmas.
I know it. I know it is. But compared to Halloween, it's stuff's on sale. Like, listen. I've met 2 people in my life.
Yeah. How don't we have New Year's off yet?
Yeah, that's also weird.
How don't we have New Year's like?
Eve.
Yeah, New Year's Day too.
Yeah, New Year's Day. But
Yeah.
a lot of people don't have New Year's Eve off.
I've never had New Year's Eve off.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm trying to get at. But what I'm saying, what was I just getting at there for a second?
Easter, we should have more holidays.
No.
Halloween.
I was saying Halloween. Because it's more than Boxing Day. That's what I was getting
Yeah,
to.
that's
Boxing Day. Listen, I've met 2 people in my life who have both asked me on 2 separate occasions if I would like to wake up at 5:30 in the morning to go Boxing Day shopping. Now listen,
Where?
doesn't matter where.
It might affect my decision.
It's not going to affect
It
mine.
might affect my decision.
They wanted to go to the mall.
No.
Yes. So listen, I'll never wake up that early to go shopping. Listen, I don't care enough, but they're like the sale. The sale.
It's not on sale. They just changed the fucking
They
price
ju- like,
tag.
it's never really on sale because like people will tell me what they got too, and I'll be like, "Is there a receipt in there?" And they're like, "Yeah." I'm like, "Okay, yeah, you had 30% off, but was it worth?" Like, they're like, "I got 4 different pairs of jogging pants, and I was at the mall for 6 hours." Like, why? Why? I'd rather just pay the full price and not wait the fucking 6
Yeah.
hours there. I've never once looked at that, especially like when they have Boxing Day shopping or like that Black Friday shopping shit where, where people like, they're like 4 people died this year, Black Friday shop. I'm not willing to die for a sale. I'm not willing to die for a sale.
I don't know. Only 4 is a good number. I'll take those odds. Like if the sale's good enough, I might. Like if it's a sale on TVs and only 4 people are gonna die, like there's a lot of people in that line.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna be one of the
people
4.
are getting punched for a fucking flat screen smart TV.
I might have to.
Yeah.
As a homeowner, I'm gonna need these sales, and I'm gonna need another TV.
Yeah, one dude has a fucking air fryer he picked up and bashing some dude over the head with it. So he can fucking
Not the display model.
Some people take the display model. They're like, it's out of the box already. Get it out. Get it out.
Discount.
Yeah, get it out of here. Get it out of here. Get it out. But you know what I mean? Now, another holiday. May 2-4. Now, May 2-4. The reason
I still don't understand why we get that.
I don't know what May 2-4.
What is the holiday for May 2-4?
What exactly, Raine, what exactly, do you know May 2-4? What exactly is May 2-4?
Why do we get that long
I
weekend?
just know my brother's birthday's near it, and I just want to have it off. I mean, we already
should
do get it.
petition.
Oh, it's Queen Victoria's Day.
God bless.
I didn't even know that.
I didn't know it was Victoria Day.
Yeah, I just, my dad always says, May 2-4 races on that week. Yeah, that's all
Yeah.
I just thought, I'm like, oh, they give us it off for a race. That's just Now, also, Daytona 500. Now, that should be a national holiday.
National holiday for that thing.
Yeah, you know what's actually funny? I swear to God, I read this tweet today where it's like, she goes, I was so dumb because today is National Deer Opening Day from where I'm from, and she goes, everyone just naturally takes that off, and I took it off thinking it was an actual. She thought it was an actual.
So she just didn't show up.
She just didn't show up. So when people called her and said, "Hey, why aren't you here?" They're like, he's like, it's fucking opening
deer
day.
day.
It's National Opening Deer Day for hunting. Like, obviously.
No one's supposed to be at work today.
And then they're like, that's not like a thing. That's not like a federal holiday. Like, you got to show up. And they're like, oh, was that just in like my neighborhood? Like, were people just doing that in my neighborhood?
Yes.
But yeah. But that should also be a day. I don't blame that one. That was a good day.
That's a good day.
That's a good day
to have
you
off.
should, even if you're not a hunter, you should be able to have it off.
I want the summer solstice off.
Yeah. I think whenever you
Because
have
no one really knows what it is. So
yeah,
you just
you can just take it off. And I think anytime we have a solar eclipse, I think we should have it on. I think we should have
just
it
in
off.
case.
Yeah.
And full moons.
And a lunar eclipse.
yeah.
Yeah, we should have those off. Hold on. Let's think. We can really think of some good ones here.
I think we should have every full moon off.
Bro, that's actually, yeah. We should have every full moon off.
How often is there a full moon in a month? Once? Twice? Once. To have it off. Have it off.
Yeah.
I'll take a Tuesday off. I don't give a shit.
I would take a Tuesday off.
They're like, it's full moon on Tuesday. Perfect.
That's actually great.
It kind of sounds like a long weekend to me, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Like you Saturday and Sunday off. You go and work Monday and have Tuesday off.
Yeah.
And it's kind of safe. Everybody's already in their homes, so they don't have to get checked by the wearable.
Yeah, exactly.
That's.
Threat of
I think we
werewolves
should put that
dissolved.
on the petition. I think that should be on the petition.
Just in case, sir.
Just,
What if?
they're like,
What if it's the one time they do show up?
there's no such thing as werewolves. Somebody like, have you seen the new season of Black Mirror?
Are you fucking sure
yeah.
about that, young man?
But they don't lie about shit like that on Black Mirror.
You should rethink your life.
You should read.
You don't believe in werewolves? Figure your shit out.
When did the first episode of Sons of Anarchy come out?
Here we go.
That's we should now. And then anytime a new season drop, we should have all those days off. That
Day Rick died in The Walking Dead.
Rick died in The Walking Dead.
National Day of Mourning for Rick. He's not dead, but they don't know that.
Okay, so September 3rd. Yep, that's fair. September.
Usually like the first day of school, isn't it?
I don't know.
Push it back another day.
Yeah, for real.
Push it back another day. Fuck it.
Yeah, so that we should have off. Now, when did our favorite movie of all time, Interstellar, when did Interstellar drop? When did Interstellar drop? Because that day we should have off no matter what.
So we can watch it.
Yeah. I think you should, even if you're not going to get the kids' school off, fine, show them the fucking movie. Right? Show them the fucking movie, November 7th. You're not going to let kids out off, fine.
Make them watch the movie.
Make them watch the movie. It's
How
a
many
good
times
movie.
did you make me watch The Blind Side? Too many fucking times.
Yeah.
Make them watch something good.
Even Pursuit of Happiness. Not saying Pursuit of Happiness isn't
I
a
would
good
have rather
movie.
watched that. But I never got to watch that. It was only The Blind Side.
It was only
In 1 month, I watched The Blind Side 6 times.
really, dude.
Two substitutes.
Fun about The Blind Side.
Yeah.
I guess that whole fucking
Yeah, no, of course it was.
yeah.
It was like the whole ending of the movie was like, by the way, people might think that they were abducting this kid just to, force him to.
Yeah. It was a lot of shit. But
They just kind of threw it in at the end.
yeah, they,
Just like, by the way, there's court cases.
yeah, they're not 100% like yeah.
This wasn't all out of the goodness of their heart.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I think that's what because recently it came out, and I think they wanted to like something to do with the movie. They didn't. The guy himself didn't like.
Oh, really?
Because he was like they were portraying like this thing, and he was like, I don't think it was like that at all. And I think he was like totally in
Yeah.
like didn't agree with it. I don't know fully. I don't want to actually speak on that, but
Why'd they buy him that truck?
I don't know.
That's what always. I'm like, no matter how much you like this kid, you're not buying him a brand new truck out of the goodness of your heart. You're
Man,
not.
I don't know.
A used truck, sure.
Used truck, yeah, maybe.
A brand new Cadillac.
God, imagine having a brand new Cadillac though.
Yeah.
Yeah. But like, yeah, what else movie did they show? They showed Pay It Forward. That was a fucking sad one. Pay It Forward. They used to play that one all the time. You never seen that one?
No, once again, it was pretty much just The Blind Side.
Oh my god. You want me to tell you Pay It Forward?
Yeah, go ahead.
I believe I told you this before, but Pay It Forward was like it started with like Kevin Spacey was in it. Kevin Spacey was the teacher. I forget who played the mom. But then there was like this little kid, and the whole thing is like the kid's message is pay it forward.
Mhm.
Like, oh, just
Do a favor.
do a favor, and then anyways, near the thing is the news obviously is they're like, oh wow, this this little kid, has already a good mindset. We're gonna interview him. So they interview him for the news, and so it's done. The kid's at his locker or whatever, and these kids are bullying him or whatever, and the one kid has a knife on him, ends up stabbing
At the school?
at the school.
That's crazy.
They're like 8,
Yeah, that was like something like a fucking.
and then the kid dies.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
And then I was like, oh no. But then the whole thing was like, all the kids from the school at the end come to his house with Kevin Spacey and the mom, because Kevin Spacey was his stepdad at that time now. And then it's everyone who lit a candle for him. It was actually very nice, very sweet at the end.
Damn.
But it was
candlelight vigil for that dead kid.
Yeah, I know.
That's tough.
And I was like, oh man, that's how it ended.
Oh.
But I remember they showed that movie constantly. That E.T. sometimes. I don't know why E.T. was a big one.
I think I've gone my whole life without seeing E.T.
You've never seen E.T.?
I've never seen it.
Bro, it's actually pretty good.
I know.
It's like one of those old classic movies that
Yeah.
I think you'd like. You'd
Yeah.
find it funny because it's hilarious.
Yeah.
Like they lead the alien in with Reese's Pieces, like the little M&M, like you know what I'm talking about. The little
Yeah.
Reese, like they look at M&Ms. They lead the ET that way. He just walks and he waddles in.
Ooh, a piece of candy.
Yeah. And then there's one scene in it too where they're trying to hide the alien. So the little girl hides it in the stuff like the
In
stuff
the closet.
She has a bunch of stuffed animals in the closet, and the alien's sitting there like this in the fucking closet.
Like that scene from Sons of not Sons of Always Sunny, where Frank's in the closet.
Yeah, exactly that. But it's like
I can't believe they referenced the show. It still wasn't even out yet.
Yeah, I know. Wow, that's crazy. Crazy that they stole that. Crazy that fucking ET stole that shit. Fucking alien bitch. But ET had to phone home. That was like a famous one. ET phone home.
Yeah.
And he was pointing. He had a fucking
Glowing finger.
finger.
That was weird.
Yeah, that was weird.
Yeah.
Why you got a glowing finger?
Why does it do that?
But like that movie was good. But the only I remember watching it as a young kid. Like my grandpa showed me that shit.
Yeah.
He was like, "Here's ET, man. Watch this shit.
Watch this.
shit.
So you know the truth.
So you know the truth." And he was in a basket, and for some reason he fly. Like, buddy, if that was the whole thing, take the basket, get out of here. Like that's
You can fly on your own. What do
Yeah.
you need these kids for?
Yeah, and to be fair, like, why would you want to go back? Your homies left you.
Yeah.
Like, think about you're an alien,
Yeah.
right? You're an alien. You go down to a planet you've never been before. All of a sudden, your boys run out on you.
Funny prank.
Okay, guys, come back.
Haha. They're not coming back.
Like, damn, that thing beamed up fat. I didn't.
They're
realize-
gone.
Yeah.
They're like gone. They left my ass.
Hey. Oh, I left my phone.
Oh my god. I don't even know I'm down here.
I left my phone.
The whole movie, like, he's like trapped on the planet. His boys are kind of like, bro. Has anyone seen E.T.?
Yo.
Shit.
And then like his one dude's like, "Oh yeah, we had to leave him back there." And they're like, "You never said nothing?" And you're like,
I thought we were all cool with it.
I thought
I
everyone-
fucking hate that guy.
I thought everyone was in agreement. I thought we were all leaving this motherfucker. But it's so fucking sad because they try to keep it a secret for so long in that movie, and then of course, the government, they find out,
Yeah.
and of course, they end up killing it. Like,
They do?
that's a spoiler for everyone. I hope that hurt some people. I wanted to float that in there in a way where it was just like, yeah, and the government got all of it, and then they killed the alien.
Did they actually?
Yeah, they did.
That's a kid's movie.
He ends up dying. ET ends up dying.
Can we watch it?
What, ET?
No, just the killing.
Just
Like, how do they do it?
Yeah, we could try to find it. Can we try to find Rain? Can we try to find the scene where ET dies? Find the scene where ET dies.
Now I don't have to watch the movie.
No, you don't even. This is it.
This saves me a lot of time.
Yeah, this is the part.
Oh god.
Yeah, this is fucking sad.
It's an 8-minute clip.
Is it? Let's watch it.
What the fuck are they doing?
We can skip through it a bit. Oh,
Always like an experiment kills him. Do they kill him to see what?
I think they end up like. I don't know if they end. I think they end up like fucking putting wraps all over his fucking house, like the kid's house,
yeah.
and they do it from there. I remember. I thought it's been actually a long
This
time.
is like the third ad. I might have to cancel my YouTube premium. Why do they got the kid like that?
I don't know why the kid ended up. I forget the part where why the kid needed to be there.
Oh God. Those doctors are not doing shit.
Then never mind. I'm not gonna make that joke. It's just crazy that like that heart monitor worked no problem on that
Yeah.
ET. Like, you know what I mean? Like, do you even know where to put like the heart? Like, you know?
Damn. Oh, is he sacrificing himself for the kid?
I think
he
he
That's what it seems like.
I think that's what it was. Like something happened with the kid, and then transferred like maybe his energy over or something.
That's crazy.
That was the older brother, the one that
It's
helped.
not as dramatic as I thought. You can stop watching. We'll get sued for sure if we play this whole thing.
But it was just one of those things where it's like shit.
Oh fuck.
You watch the whole movie and you're hoping that he does get home,
He does not.
and then the fucking government still fucks you.
Well, it looked like he was dying already.
I mean, yeah, the guy, he was dying. I don't remember what he was dying from though. I'm pretty sure, if I remember correctly,
It was the government's fault.
it's the government's fault because he was fine. He was chilling with the kid before. He was chilling with him the entire time. Chilling with him for weeks.
Yeah.
He was like, "Stay here while I go to school. Hold the fort down." And then
Hold her down while I'm gone.
and then like they disguise it in a wig. They're like, "Here, wear this wig. No one will know you're an alien."
This is my grandma.
The mom was like, she had no idea for so long too.
Yeah.
Like these kids were just out in the garage with a fucking alien.
Well, listen, dude.
Can you imagine we were in the garage with a fucking alien?
They never checked up on us.
Yeah, I guess not. But the one time your dad comes in and just, what the fuck?
Oh, it's just Alex.
Yeah.
I've told you that, right?
What, that Alex looks like an alien?
I mean, yeah, but everyone knows that. I
Oh.
meant that my dad and Alex had a dinner together one time.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
says it was he took your dad on a date or
Yeah,
something like
no,
that.
it wasn't like that.
Yeah, I
It
know.
wasn't like that. I don't care what he says. It wasn't like that.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I believe. Hey, it's not me. You have to tell, bro. It's our friend that thinks he had a date with your dad. Like, that's not. It's our buddy.
It wasn't a date, though. It wasn't. It wasn't.
You should confront him.
I will on Wednesday.
Yeah, confront him about it.
I'm going to.
Yeah.
I do often.
Like, you didn't have a date with my dad, and you'll be like, "Oh no, I definitely did."
I did.
Like, that's the funny thing about him is he'll be like, "Oh no, I 100% did."
He's always like, it's the last guy in the family I got to kiss. I'm like, well, my brother doesn't count. That doesn't count. I don't like when you bring it up.
and now he works for him.
Yeah, I know. Makes me nervous. Are they really working?
Yeah, you're right. Are they?
Just hanging out?
It was so funny. Your brother's private story is so funny. He's like, I finally got to do my first job by myself, and he was so geeked up about it.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah.
I don't think I'm on that story.
He put me on that story, and I'm just fucking. He's like all geeked up. That
It's
he
probably
got his
because I
first
kept
job.
replying to it and not being nice.
Yeah, he's probably like lost his privileges. Like
That fit looks like shit.
sometimes you have to.
I gotta let him know.
It's
Can't keep wearing those coveralls downtown. That's it.
God, yeah, you can't. I didn't even do nothing for Halloween.
No.
I did absolutely
No.
nothing. Did you end up going to your little
Nope.
shindig? No.
Nope.
No.
I don't think he had it.
Oh.
Yeah.
But
That's for the best. I didn't really want to go.
that's fair. That's fair, man. Whatever.
Yeah, I was trying to get Aaron to invite me to whatever party he went to, but he goes, no. I'm like, Aaron, come on. Come on.
Well, he's cooler.
Yeah.
Right, he's too cool.
Well, it's his rich friends.
Yeah.
I'm
That's
like,
what we always
Aaron.
tell him. Like, I'll remember that, man.
Like, you're not invited to anything cool I do now.
Yeah.
It's not. I'm not gonna do anything cool, obviously. But if I was, you weren't invited.
Yeah.
Fuck you, Aaron.
He does that.
Yeah.
He does that.
Gotta keep the group separate, eh? You fucking son of a bitch.
Yeah.
I went to one of his rich people parties way back in the day.
Yeah.
It was fine. I did cause a scene.
You mean that one big scene I caused last time?
I caused one issue
Yeah.
at a party I knew no one at.
All of a sudden, you can't fucking throw up in the sink, and everyone's fucking complaining at you. Everyone's yelling at you for throwing
Throw up in the sink.
I didn't do it on the floor. Where do you want it?
I didn't even cause a scene.
Yeah.
I did.
You use the sink as a urinal, and God forbid,
God forbid, just because it's the kitchen sink and everyone's there.
can't wash it down, eh? We use water for everything to wash it down. All of a sudden, everyone's not being cool about it.
Splash on the sides of the sink. What? I'm cleaning it. What's the big deal?
You take a shit in their fucking bathroom, but you guys didn't have a bidet, so I used your sink.
Oh, use paper like an ape.
Smear it the fuck. What are you doing back there? Smear it all over the fucking place.
Disgusting.
Can't be doing that. Where's my fucking bidet, bitch?
Right in your sink.
Right. I didn't shit in the sink. I just cleaned my shitty ass in the sink.
Yeah, but that's why I don't know why Aaron won't invite us to his rich people parties.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why he won't invite us. And
He goes, it's not even my party though. I'm like, yeah, but you said you got like 15 people going, bro. I'll come with you.
Yeah.
I know they're not all going in the Taurus. You got a spot.
You got yeah. Yeah. You got a spot. You got a spot open. Come on.
How many times did I bring you to parties where we both knew no one at? Just let me come with your friends one time.
Those ones were always wild to go to.
Yeah.
I remember
Especially because we were always not welcome.
we weren't welcome, and the thing is we never said hi to anybody.
No.
Like, when we show up, it would be the off chance if we knew somebody there, or like you didn't even have to know them. You just had to like see them one time downtown,
Yeah.
and you were like, oh,
Yeah.
like, you know what I mean? And those were like you just said hi quickly.
Yeah.
I remember this one party that we went to specifically. I remember this, and we walk in. We didn't say hi to nobody. Like people, like I remember we were actively walking in, and people were like, "Who are these people?"
Because we always rolled in like
Yeah.
8 deep.
Yeah.
We were never just like a couple
It
dudes.
was never like a couple dudes at a time show up. It was always like the whole squad will pull up at once. Everyone will take separate cars. We'll park down the street from each other. We're like, oh, yeah. And then all walk through the door at the same time. I remember people were like, who the fuck are these guys? We didn't say nothing to any. I remember there's people specifically in the front room and kitchen, and we didn't say nothing. We walked straight
Right
to
through the
back.
house.
Right through the house, right to the back. We found a bong and immediately started our shit. Our bullshit right away.
Oh man, I remember this one. I forget what fucking event it was, but it was like these dudes were throwing a party, but we were the only ones that showed up. And then we had 9 people with us, so we were just playing beer pong while these guys were just at their house.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like I don't think this is a party they expected. They just have like 9 strangers in their backyard playing beer pong while they just kind of chill inside.
Yeah. That was like, yeah, there's parties like that. There's parties like that where I feel like you weren't in like you're not invited. And like you're tagging along with somebody and someone's just like, you know, oh, I have so-and-so with me. Do you mind if they come? They're like, yeah, sure.
And then we bring everybody.
And then,
everyone
that's the thing with parties. It's like you get, now everyone's like way more respectful in the sense of like, they'll let you know if they're going to bring somebody. So it's like, okay, fuck. You know what I mean? That's fine.
Yeah, I guess.
But then it's like one of those things where it's just like you're sitting there, especially if you don't know anybody and you're not. The thing is with us, we made ourselves at home, and I think
Yeah.
like we didn't give a fuck if we're grabbing. I remember we'd grab chairs from like other parts of the home. Like we'd be like, hold on, there's a chair inside. Grab that chair from inside. Someone hold that door.
Bring
open.
that chair out of the kitchen.
Yeah, hold that door open real quick. I'm gonna lift over my head. I'm gonna bring it. Right. Yeah. Like that's what it'd be like.
I remember this one time, we were all smoking on the back porch. And this guy comes out, he goes, what the fuck are you guys doing? Like, who the fuck are you? I'm like, who the fuck are you, man?
Yeah.
Like, he goes, I own the place. I was like, oh, my bad. I instantly go, oh, shit. You want a rip?
Yeah, right away. when people used to do that shit, I'd be like, man, what's going on? And then he would just be like, well, it's my house. And I'm like, oh, Jesus Murphy, man, why didn't you say so? I would turn my attitude
around.
And then as soon as he'd leave, we go back to doing the same
Yeah,
shit. We're like, he was like, man, I just want people to respect my house. I'm like, I got you, brother. I got you. Get him back in there. I'm like, I know. I'm just going to rip a fucking...
I'm going to go back to yelling now.
That was always fun when people were just screaming, full-blown yelling.
Yeah, we did a lot.
Our group was loud. Our group was vocal.
We were a vocal
We were
bunch.
vocal. You knew what we were doing. You knew what we were doing.
Yeah.
You knew, like...
Jake, you want another one?
Yeah.
2 feet away.
Yeah. 2 feet away, dude. 2 feet away. You could be there like, hey, man, we're going to go fucking do this. We're going to go drive. We're going to drive around now. You want to go drive?
We're going to go for a rip. You want to come? Or
Yeah.
We'll be back. Don't worry.
Don't worry.
I know we weren't invited the first time, but we will be back.
Yeah, and they're like, where are you guys going? We're like, oh, we're just going to go for a
Around.
boo. We'll go for maybe, someone's got to pick up cigarettes.
We're going to go for a loop real quick.
Yeah. It will. We'll be like, what's around here? We got to know. Like when we leave.
We got to see where we're going to stop when we leave at 2 a.m.
We're going to stop. Someone's probably going to pick up darts. Someone's also probably going to break the bowl. So we'll probably grab one of those, a spare.
Yeah.
That was famous. That was so famous.
We broke a
or
lot of
bowl or
glass.
stem. People would break the stem all the time too.
I don't understand how you're breaking the stem.
I think you have to try.
I physically think you have to try.
Yeah.
Like, why are you ripping the stem out?
Yeah.
Like the bowl, okay, you drop it and
That's
the corner
fair.
breaks off, sure. But the whole stem, like, what are you fucking doing?
Yeah, especially because the stem, the thing with the stem too, it would break. So if it breaks inside it, people wouldn't clean it.
Nah,
Like it's just broken glass. So now you're
We
just
smoked through broken glass for a long time.
yeah. We were like, we should put ice cubes in there. Maybe ice cubes will
Freshen it up.
freshen up a bit, even though there's just shards of glass in it. Like this can be
Really,
good.
probably shouldn't be inhaling broken glass.
You probably shouldn't.
Like, I'm sure it's fine.
Remember who was there was somebody I remember I watched take a bong toke with beer. They had beer in the bong, and then
I've seen milk.
yeah,
which
milk's
is gross.
Yeah, milk's disgusting.
Dude, they ripped it through the milk and then like poured it in a glass and dunked the cookies in it. I'm like, what are you doing? That's so gross. It was a wrong color. It was the wrong color.
Yeah,
Because there was like, we ripped a good amount before they dumped it in the glass.
dude. But it's also like for me, I wouldn't do that on obviously many reasons, just blatant obvious. But it's also like you got to remember our friend, our group would take big ass rimmers to the point where they would drool. You know what I mean? You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like they're fucking ripping these things. You would be like, someone's drooling. So, like, you would watch people drool. They're like spitting up shit. Like, like you know,
Yeah. Yeah, we
you
did
know,
do that.
fucking someone's fucking their lung fell in the fucking bong came out. You know what I mean?
Ah, better times.
Better times, man.
Now I gotta worry about property tax and shit.
It's about being an adult, dog. That's why it comes with running the podcast and buying property. You should get out on a fucking t-shirt. That's what comes with buying, running a podcast, buying property.
We're title of this episode for sure.
Yeah. What did we just say? Fucking
Running a podcast,
running a
property.
running a podcast, buy property. That's the title for this one. Yeah, that's good.
Want to get out of here?
Yeah, let's get the fuck
Yeah,
out
let's
of
get
here.
outta here.
Well, it's been fun.
It's been good.
Glad that you got to hear that shit movie that we watched and Chase's brand new game that he was ripping through.
Yeah.
So,
It's done. I finished it. I gotta wait another year.
well,
The next parts come out, and then 2 more years for the next game. Hopefully only 2 years, probably more.
gang, baby.
Yeah.
But honestly, this was fun, man.
I have nothing left in life to
Oh.
look forward to until an undisclosed point in 2024. Like I have the ones who live in February,
Yeah.
and then whenever the DLCs drop,
That's Chase's life. That's Chase's life right now.
I have nothing. All right, goodbye, everyone.
Till next week. Goodbye.
Bye.
Just received in our newspaper.